Good morning, it is about 8:20 and as a 21-year-old I probably really shouldn't be awake. It's more likely that I'd be sleeping off a hangover and then sort of ordering a McDonald's in about midday when I finally wake up. But no, I'm here, I'm awake, just about, because it is Saturday, which means it is parkrun day for me. So we're going to head to my local parkrun, do that, and I'm going to make a video about it. This video will be in 3 chapters. The first will be about parkrun, the second will be about why I run, or why runners run in general, and the third will be about my plans for the Great North Run. So sit back, hope you enjoy it. I better get going or I'll be late for parkrun. Getting out the door is always the hardest part. Once you've done that, it's easy. Parkrun done. I absolutely love parkrun. It's a big motivator for me. It gets me up and out on a Saturday morning. It's got a great community and great feel to it. I'd highly recommend doing it. If there's one nearby and you can get yourself along to it, go along, walk, run, jog, sprint, whatever. It's just a really good vibe. That was my 46th parkrun. So I'm almost at 50, which is incredibly exciting. Yeah, get yourself along to parkrun. And the best thing about doing that is then you can go home and enjoy your breakfast. I'm gonna go and do that now, and then we're gonna have a chat about why I run and why people in general put themselves through something like running. Okay, let's talk about why we run. Obviously, I can't speak for absolutely everyone, but I'm going to outline 3 of the reasons I run, at least. The first one is quite obvious. It's a physical aspect. It's a great way of maintaining and improving fitness. There's no question about that. It's good for your bones, it's good for your muscles. It's really good for your aerobic and cardiovascular health. There's not much more to it, really. Secondly is the mental benefit, and I think this is as important, if not more important, than the physical benefit. I personally really notice when I can't run and I get more anxious, more stressed. I think running is a really good way of having some time to yourself. The endorphins, obviously, the physical reaction your body has to running, and exercise in general, to be fair, it doesn't have to be running. Any form of exercise releases endorphins that are really good for you and really help your mental health. And I feel such a buzz after coming back from a run, and knowing if throughout the whole day, if I know I've done a run in the morning, I'll just feel better. And that mental aspect is linked into the third thing, which is, and I think I can speak for most people when I say this, the community. The running community is really strong because there are lots of tiers to running. There's obviously your Eliud Kipchoge's, Jakob Ingebrigtsen's competing at an insane level and training incredibly hard. Then you have just your average park runner who maybe that's the only run they do each week and they just go there, see what they can do. Maybe one day they'll get sub 30, but they don't really care. And I love that kind of, you can be on any level of that spectrum and yet you're still a runner and you can still be part of the community. And that's what parkrun really is all about. It's loads of people of differing abilities coming together and uniting just to do one thing, really. People that are out front running 16, 17 minutes, they're doing the same thing as the people that are running 50 minutes, walking 50 minutes at the back. Hopefully everyone still gets the same kind of fulfillment out of it. And I think even among the higher up athletes, or even like the sub-elite athletes, for example, they might have it hardest because they're not professional, so they can't spend all of their time training. They might have to fit their training in around work, around family life, might have to get up at 5 AM every day so that they can get their training in before heading off to work. So a running club or parkrun is a chance for them to connect with a community of like-minded people, and I think that's really important. And that's where we get on to bigger runs, and especially with a run like the Great North Run, the community is so strong. The people of South Shields, where it ends, it's their day, it's their sort of day of celebration. It's the biggest event that comes to South Shields, and they line the streets and they really make a party out of it, and I cannot wait to experience it. Hello, it's Editing John here, and I just wanted to pop in to say something before we get on to section 3 of this video. As you just heard, I am running the Great North Run this year, and there is still time to donate to the charity that I'm supporting, which is Crohn's and Colitis UK. This means a lot to me as someone that suffers with Crohn's, so any money you can donate would be incredibly appreciated. Now I'm going to tell you a bit about my plans for the Great North Run. On to section 3. It's a long time. A big reason I run that I didn't mention in the previous segment was that I have Crohn's disease, and you'll know more about this if you watched my video announcing the fact that I'm going to do the Great North Run. Having run as a kid, I restarted running to get more fit and healthy off the back of Crohn's, which obviously is still ongoing, it doesn't go away. And that is why, as you can see, I'm running the Great North Run for Crohn's and Colitis UK, the charity, and it is a week today until the Great North Run, which is very exciting, and I'm going to share with you my plans for how I'm going to run it. How am I going to run the Great North Run? Well, the summer has been very busy for me, doing all sorts of other stuff and not really having that much time for running. I haven't got as much training as I'd like, because I was going to go for a pretty hefty PB. So I was going to run like a 140 with training. That's definitely not going to happen. So instead, I'm actually just going to try and enjoy it. It's just such a good race. Like, it's such a big, literally the biggest half marathon in the world. It's an opportunity, and I don't want to be dying because of it. So I'm just going to try and really enjoy it, film a good video so that I can remember it in the future. Maybe try and run close to 145 if I can. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. Time doesn't really matter. The enjoyment matters the most. Yeah, I'd have loved to go fast, and I'd love to go fast at the Great North Run someday. I'm a musician. Often the summer is filled with festivals. Festivals aren't exactly the best way to train. Little sleep, little time to run, new places, alcohol. That's where we're at, basically. It's weird, you know, I'm not a professional runner. I'm not going to be. I shouldn't really put myself down. You know, I was really happy with the training that I did do over the summer. I averaged about 34k a week. Considering everything I was doing, it's fine, it's good. I should be happy with that. I don't know why it's hard. I don't know if it should be hard, but it is hard to say I'm just going to enjoy it and not try and get a massive PB. The chances are I'll get a PB anyway. Like, the last time I got a PB was, an official PB was in March at a half marathon that was very hilly, and I've done a lot of training since then, so I should get a PB easily, so I shouldn't worry about it. And anyway, it's a run to enjoy. I can always pick, like in the spring, I can pick a really flat half marathon and have a go at that if I want to. It's not the end of the world. There you go, that's my plans, to enjoy it. Thanks for watching this video. Remember, there's a link below, top of the description. You can donate to Crohn's and Colitis, which would mean a lot to me if you want to help my Great North Run journey. Next week, there will be a video out about the Great North Run, hopefully on like the Monday after, if I can get it out that quickly, to see how my race goes. Donate if you can, and I will see you next week at the Great North Run.